Hello, good morning YouTube. It's been a while since I posted. I think it was the Man United game at Old Trafford that was last time I posted. And this is going to be my new vlog, Sunday sermon. Bit strange sorting it on the last day of 2024. But I just thought it's about time I started posting again. And, well, the main reason is because, obviously, I've not been on is because of the passing of my grandma, Barbara Haley. She passed away on the 23rd of November 2024. It's been really hard since then, and yeah, there we go. Anyway, here is this is the book from her funeral. There, Barbara Haley, born 8th of January 1938, and passed away sadly on the 23rd of November 2024, and her funeral was on the 19th of December, which was, not good being near Christmas, obviously. My grandma meant the absolute world to me. She took me places that no one else could have ever taken. She took me to America when I was 18. She went regularly with my granddad. He passed away in 2014 actually, but they went regularly in their younger years, visiting friends that they'd made from the it was called NAPO, National Association of Retired Police Officers. That was my granddad was a police officer, so they made friends that way. And they'd go over there and, see them, see family. My grandma's brother Malcolm, who's also sadly no longer with us, he moved to America, I think about the 60s, it might be early 60s or even earlier, I'm not sure. And he lived there in San Francisco, that area. And also, she took me to there, San Francisco, took me to Las Vegas, Lake Tahoe, Grand Canyon, and then we went down to San Diego. That was really good, San Diego. I remember going to SeaWorld with her. It was really warm that day. Yeah, but it was good, and I mean, I used to get up every Saturday morning and go around to see her and Grandad, and we'd either going to town, Blackpool Town Centre, where every week we had this agreement where I could go to my shops, like toy shops and Smiths, WH Smiths for example, if I wanted to get a book, and obviously we were allowed to go out. She was allowed to go to Marks and Spencer's, which I hated going into. Something about certain shops I just don't like. And so that would happen, and every now and then we'd go to a place called Ossett, which is near Bradford, Yorkshire. My granddad's family lived there, and we'd go there sometimes. I've actually posted a video before of the commercial pub. I think that'll be on one of my videos, which is now obviously flats. Didn't see any family members, and unfortunately, despite obviously me letting them know, they didn't come to Grandma's funeral. It wasn't the send-off she deserved. It really wasn't. It was so wooden. They had a humanist, which is just, I know people aren't religious these days, but trying to talk about her life in a good way that getting my mum and dad to say something nice about her was hard work for the humanist. That's why I think we should have just had a basic religious one, because they didn't have to talk about life and things, just talk about religious aspects. So anyway, on to my new vlog, which I'm going to call Sunday Sermon. Why? I don't know, I'm going to put it on a Sunday. But also because my grandma wasn't really a churchgoer as such. Wasn't at church every day, but she did. She had a cross that she always wore, and I remember when I used to stop over, she obviously sometimes like, don't forget to say your prayers, Richard. No, it was praying to. I don't know. That wasn't my side of life. It never really has been. Probably never will be either. But one, obviously, before she passed, we had to sell a house, a bungalow, sorry, and I got a couple of Bibles that were just pick them up because they've got, I think they had like little writings in the back of probably me or my brother had drawn when we were kids. As kids do, just find paper, it doesn't matter what it's in, just draw it. And one book I found was this one here, the Life Application Bible, which she got from her friends in America. Now, I just got it, never looked through it, but all of a sudden, one day, probably a few days after she'd passed, I just picked it up, started looking through it, and it seems like it's a family Bible, because there's things. It says who it's presented to Barbara Haley by Susan Hogg in 1994. Susan Hogg and her partner, whose name I can't remember, unfortunately. They lived in Lake Tahoe. Yeah, Lake Tahoe. They lived near, and Susan and her husband were obviously very religious. Also, he was an ex-police officer. But if you look at this here, this has got like births there. What's that one? Special events, and other things like family marriages, family trees there, husband and wife's family trees. So it's sort of like a family Bible, I would say. So I was just flicking through it. At the back there are some pictures of a dog for some bizarre reason. I don't know whose dog that is, but there's a picture of it. Very random. And here is it's very delicate, so just got to be careful. Oop, there goes one. But there says there's some dried up roses there, and it says roses are from the Silver Wedding, July the 10th, 1998. So 4 years after she got this book, she put those in. So just having a quick flick through it, and now I won't be able to find it, of course. I just did this before as well, I just couldn't find it. Oh, where are you? In Samuel. I don't know why Samuel. I don't know. There isn't a book of Richard, I suppose, in the Bible. But I found this little piece of paper, and that there says Richard's hair. A piece of Richard's hair. And for your laugh, there was my hair there. Look at that, flipping heck. So I was a baby. Put that on now, like a Bobby Charlton comb over there for everybody. There you go, that'll hide all the lumps and bumps. So I just started reading it. I don't know why. It's very controversial. I can understand. I don't know why people fight wars over religion, but you can certainly see that it confuses a lot of people on like certain beliefs and whatnots. Obviously, it's got Old Testament and New Testament in it. The Old Testament, I'm guessing, is more sort of Jewish people follow the Torah. But so it's a bit of a strange one. I'm reading it, but it's not like it's it ain't converting me yet. It's converting me, that's for sure. So bear with me. So I started having a flick through it, and I don't know. I'm just not a church person. I love the actual buildings, obviously, and some other videos, Mandy and I have been to some cathedrals. I mean, it's not filmed, but when on our honeymoon we went to York Minster and climbed the 924 steps to the top of the tower, which, probably nearly killed us there and then. It was a bloody hard walk, I can tell you that for now, excuse me. Oh yeah, but I mean, going back to my grandma, her funeral just, it wasn't what she deserved, in my opinion. My mum and her famously just did not get on. So when they had this humanist ceremony, it was like we sat in this office and they were going, "Oh, was Barbara a good mum?" No. Was she good at that? No. So it's just all negative. And it was normally 15 people turned up. I mean, even I think I mentioned before, we used to go to Ossett in Yorkshire, where Grandad's family was. I let them know, and none of them showed up. So that was disappointing. You know, you think to yourself, all those people you meet through life, and in the end, it's nothing. There's 15 people turned up, and of course there was no. I thought, but Mandy did tell me to ask my dad. I didn't, saying, is there going to be pallbearers, and there wasn't. They just wheeled her in on like a little trolley, which just felt wrong. And she came into a Shirley Bassey song called, bear with me, Nobody Does It Like Me. No, I've never heard that song before. Probably never will listen to it again. But this song was just so... You sat there listening to it, like, it's quite a jazzy number, this, really. Which my grandma was. She was, really... Yeah, you knew she was there. And... Yeah, but then later on, Mandy was reading the words to this song. How negative is this song? Like, I'm a fraud and I'm fake. And it's like... It's just what... You can tell it's a song, I'm surprised Mum didn't have played Ding Dong the Witch is Dead, honestly, because she's just that... It was that tough. It was that... Ugh. Anyway. So, yeah. But I do miss her. We've got Mandy's made a bauble for our Christmas tree, our very screwed up Christmas tree because the cat's been climbing in it all bloody Christmas. Yeah, but I know it seems a bit strange starting this vlog on the end of the year, but I want to try and do it every Sunday, sort of like a vlog. And obviously I've got new things in the pipeline. I'm not going to say what they are, because every time I think of something or mention something, some bagger goes and nicks it. I remember one time I was rather ill, and I decided to put Jack Daniels and honey into a brew. So yeah, that was my idea, Jack Daniels honey, but someone nicked it. They probably didn't really, but yeah, so yeah, I've got ideas in the pipeline for new videos for 2025. I want to do this every Sunday, just to reflect on certain things. I think we all do. We need and just need to focus more, I think, in this next year on ourselves, Mandy and I, and anyone, really, because we've had so much, just not a good year, really. It should have been. I was 42, meaning of life, universe and everything. But it hasn't worked out how it should have done, in all reality. It's a bit tough doing this, to be honest with you. But I wanted to do it. I wanted to remember my grandma. And I wanted to just get back on YouTube, just say that, I haven't shuffled off a small coil myself. And then we can, carry on with new things. So yeah, I've got new ideas for new videos for next year. Hopefully Mandy and I will obviously be visiting more historical places that we can film and put on YouTube. Hopefully I'll get a new camera as well at some point, so I can actually do something a bit decent rather than just using the bloody mobile phone all the time. And yeah, let me have a quick look. Anything else to talk about? No, not really. It's only a short video. I was going to try and go for a full half hour, but you know, no one wants to hear you waffle on too long, do they? But there you go. So anyway, that's my little vlog there. Not much, but I will be back next year, 2025. It's just another day in it, really. You know, we get all our excitement up for Christmas, and in the end, it's just the same every year. We sat around the table eating bloody dinner, just like every Christmas. You know, I mean, that was the one thing my grandma loved Christmases, and it was awful. She says there was a one Christmas where we were full of a cold, honestly, absolutely full of a cold. Me, my mum, dad, and my brother Dave. Bear with me one sec. And we were suffering, so we were just down in the dumps. You know, when you're with a cold, you just didn't really want to be there. You wanted to just be at home in bed. Hello, Fidget. And my grandma just walks in, looks at us all and goes, "Smile, everybody, it's Christmas." It's just one thing that always stuck in our heads. And it was so funny because, well, it was weird. I was in Asda just getting some shopping, and this lady walked past and just saw some friends of hers, and she went, "Oh, smile, it's Christmas." And it broke me. It really did, just hearing someone else say it. It was strange. And sorry, I just miss my grandma so much. It was just so many stories I could tell. Can't quite think of the top of my head at the minute, but I'm sure I will do on more of these Sunday sermons, which I'd like to do more of. And I'm sure Mandy will get involved and help me with video. Cat's attacking me for some bizarre reason. Well, have you got anything? Did you want to say hello? You don't want to say hello. He just wants to attack his daddy. Yeah, so obviously I would like to do this more often. Set it up better. A bit more. Just a bit more. Just a better year. I don't know what else to say, to be honest with you, because it's not ended well. With all the, you have everything so planned out, and plans never work, That's that old saying, of mice and men. But we just, it's been hard, it really has. Because, I don't know when we're getting her ashes back out, but she was cremated. I did ask, obviously, for some of her ashes. I mean, that was another thing that made it so... My dad rang me up when they were at the funeral home sorting stuff. And he says, "What do you want to do about the ashes?" I thought, "Well, I don't know, Dad, I was like, "Well, we've got no room here for her." It's an urn, or whatever, or probably just a small cardboard box. It's not. It's not going to take up your whole bloody living room. But then it was decided that, oh no, you might get a bit of them then. Which probably means I'll probably get like a tiny bloody bag, like those bags that you see people buy and put drugs in. And so that annoyed me as well. It just felt so cold, like, oh, we've not got no room. It's not a coffin that's been left in your front room of your shed. Because they live in a mobile home. Not a mobile home, static homes. But I just call it the shed. Which they're their annoyance. So, there we are. That was my first little vlog. It's not much, I know. But I am here. I am going to do more videos. Like I say, I've got plans. I'm not going to say what they are. Don't want someone to steal them. Steal my plans. And I shall see you all in the future. And as they probably say at the end of everything, God be with you. And God save England, because no one else will. Bye for now.